The lighting in here is not the greatest. Let's see what we got. Is this going to be any better? Trying to get some light going. There we go. That's more like it. Haven't gone live in forever. Hi, lady. How are you? It's been a hot minute. Haven't gone live in YouTube in forever. And I have some free time, so I was like, let's just hop on and see if we can connect and say hi to a few people. Whoever may want to join me. My head is like oily, greasy. But it's been a very long time. I have since I've been on YouTube, or since I've even gone live on YouTube. I only went live on YouTube a couple of times, and um, life happened. And just want to say hi when you have some free time. And what best day lady can't remember? Okay. Um, what's the best thing to do when you have free time? But to get onto YouTube and hopefully try to connect with a few people and say hi and reconnect with old people because it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. I am actually on vacation, and the weather is a little crappy outside. Where I am on vacation, it's actually an outdoorsy place. Hopefully, be able to do some hiking and do a little bit of jogging and just kind of explore the mountains. And that's what I plan to do the next couple of days. But because the weather is kind of bad, I can't really do too much. So I decided to get on to YouTube and hopefully connect with a few people. So if you are here, as you pop in, hi Bron Hill, if you're still there, as you pop in, just say hey. But I guess while I'm here, one of the things that I, just always kind of talk about is just spending a little bit of time to take care of yourself, right? Like we spend so much time not only just taking care of other people, but doing the things that you need to do to survive, right? Like doing the things that you have to do to survive, like work, right? You have to go to work every day to support yourself and your family and your habits. And we just get into the mode. You just get into that routine and that rut of just doing what's required. What you have to do to get through life and to survive and all that stuff. But do you ever just sit back and just take time to take care of yourself, to do the things that you don't have to do, just do the things that you really want to do. There we go. It's a little bit better light. The things that you really want to do and the things that you choose to do, because that's where you find more joy and more gratification in the things that you choose to do. Even if your job is something that you love to do, I enjoy doing my job, but there are days when I just can't wait to get off of work so I can go do what I really want to do. Again, even though somebody's paying me for it, and even though I enjoy doing it sometimes, it's I don't know, it's just different when you're doing something that you really, really want to do. And for me, I took a couple of days off of work, and I want to just take a trip not far from home, 3 4 hours drive, and Go for, visit a city that I've been to, but not really. But visit a city and spend some time in that city doing the things that I really like to do: running and hiking, exploring, eating good food, and not having to stress about, those things that you really, really have to do. There's nothing wrong with doing the things that you have to do. You have to do it because I have to work in order to do the things that I like to do. But when was the last time you took any time to take care of yourself? When was it, for example, if you're living on an island, you say you're living in Jamaica. When was the last time you go out and enjoy the beach and the mountains and, just the rivers and the natural and local resources that we have there? For my friends who live in Atlanta, when was the last time you went out to just be a tourist in your own city and visit the aquarium and the world of Coca-Cola and High Museum and Atlanta History Center and go catch a concert or a sporting event or something like that. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what city you're in. There's always something. Of course, some places are better than others. If you live in Florida, when was the last time you even went to the beach? When was the last time you took the kids to Disney or something like that? Again, I know we have to work, right? We have to do the things that we have to do in order to do the things that we want to do. But we spend so much time doing those things, the things that you have to do. We spend so much time doing those things. And then you just kind of, you know, forget about the things that make you happy. That's where you're going to find most happiness and most joy. I love my job. I love what it is that I do. And but there are days when I just want to there are days when I just want to wait to get off of work. There are days when I can't wait to get off of work so I can go um, do me. And for most times, that's going for a run, going for a jog, going for a hike, just chilling out and reading a book, sitting out by the pool, go to the gym and lifting some weights or whatever that is. All of us have an interest. All of us have something that we would rather do, something that we like to do. We all do. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. And, to you, it may seem like, it's not a big deal. What is it that you like to do? And if it's there, you just probably hadn't really had time to even think about what it is that you really like to do. But when you find those things that you really like to do, make the conscious effort to do it, because life is too short, like life is too short to just get up and go to work and just like go 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 go. It's too short. Like who want to live that way? Who want to live just to work? And I know it's easier for some people. It's or harder. Life is just a little more a struggle for some people. But take time for you. If your significant other get in the way, push them to the side and say, you know what? I need to do me. It could be just sitting down and reading a book, watching TV, getting on social media, whatever that may be, life is too short to enjoy. Yeah. Hey, Andrew, enjoy yourself. It doesn't matter how simple, how complicated, how complex it is, how stupid it may seem to someone else. Just do you. Do whatever it is. For me, going out for a jog is free. I mean, granted, I have to get good running shoes and I need a job to, pay me to so I can afford to get the running shoes. But, I I invest in a good pair of shoes and I just go out for a jog. And, that's what I do on most days. And for me, that's like, it's for my psyche as well. It helps with my mental. But if you just, it doesn't matter how much, again, it doesn't matter how much you enjoy your job. You can't just go. Don't do that. Again, if it's the kids, I know you have children, and I know life happens. Of course it does, but um you, you got to find a way too, right? You got to find a way too. And if you don't know what you're interested in, it's amazing social media, right? I have gotten so much inspiration from social media, even like where I am right now. I want to go out for some hikes and stuff like that. I just hop onto YouTube and Google hiking in whatever city it is, and you're like, wow, somebody did a video on that. Whatever it is that you may think of, I know you may think you're like, super smart, and you're like, oh, I thought of that and nobody did. Whatever it is that you thought of, I guarantee you somebody else have thought of that too. And there's probably a YouTube video out there on it. um, so, when you just have an idea or a thought, or you don't, even if you're trying to start a YouTube video or channel, right? You're trying to start a YouTube channel and you're looking for, some inspiration to, like, you don't know what to post. Again, YouTube it. YouTube, YouTube video ideas, or YouTube creators ideas, or something like that, or Google it, or something like that. I have found so many inspiration on social media. Social media is what you make it. A lot of trips that I have taken, little short trips, here or there. And I'm like, oh, I want, have 3 days off. Where do I go? Hey, cool city close to Atlanta, whatever it is. If you live in, I don't know, Charlotte, North Carolina, what to do near Charlotte, North Carolina. You Google or YouTube that, you will get some ideas on things to do. I have gotten many of inspiration, even Brownhill. I mean, you wouldn't even know that you've inspired me, right? Like, after we had our conversation and you told me your stories, you don't know how many people have gone back and told them about that story. Tell them to go listen to our video, and watch your inspiration. They may be going through something like that, and they get an inspiration. They may want to start a YouTube channel. Yes, girl. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Trust and believe. I have your interview or conversation with me was probably one of the most inspirational, because there's just so many women out there who share your same story, and they keep it a secret. I know one lady right now who she's, I don't know, I say she's embarrassed, but you know how maybe when you were going through it, Bronhill, I don't know if you told people, or you, after you've gone through it, was when you told people, but nobody knows she has cancer, except for the people who are really, really close to her, really close to her. That's the only way I knew, and I told her about your story, and she went and watched our videos, and she just kept talking about how strong you were. And I kept telling her to reach out to you, Ron Hill. But again, she's just one of those, secretive, discreet, reserved type of person. But for me, it's just good to know that, I told everyone when I was, oh, okay, right. When you were going through it, you actually told them. And good for you, but not everyone is as strong as you, Mama. I remember from our conversation, like we had, you were saying you had support from friends and family, close people to you. Some persons are like that. Yeah, they don't want to, but just to be able to even go watch our conversation, that gives them inspiration, just to know that, baby, you ain't the only one who's going through this. And the point I'm trying to make is, people talk about social media, like it's like the worst thing ever. Even the ones who are on it, the worst things ever. Yeah, I've met some crappy people, but most of the people that I have met on social media are actually really cool people. Most of the people that I have met. all the conversations and interviews that I've had on my podcast. Every single one of them, I've made connections with, whether it's people in fitness or people who have gone through something, and they want to share their story or something like that. I have met 90% of them on social media. Yeah, you and I met on social media. We met on Instagram. And still have the connections. I may not talk to you for a year, but here we are, just maybe just you and I having a conversation right now. But on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, you meet these people and you have these connections, and they're, maybe the conversation that you and I had, you probably wouldn't know how many people it has inspired. And some, even if they don't go watch the video, I tell them your story. You're a strong woman and you went through this, and this is what happened, and this is what helped you got through it. Just what the conversation we had. And that helped to motivate someone. But back to my original idea is to get out and enjoy yourself. Life is too freaking short, man. It's too short. I used to be the type, like, I just want to push, 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 and go, 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 and work, and all about career, and like making money and saving money and buying a nice house and buying a nice car, and all these things all these things I it's cool, and I still want them. All praise belongs to God. Yeah, that it does, and yourself too. You got to take a lot of credit, Brown Hill. I mean, I know your God is great, but you got to take a lot of credit, sister girl. You got to take a lot of credit. I mean, He give you the strength, but you had to have it in you to to push through to make these things happen. A lot of people I know are religious and spiritual and have faith, and but they just don't have that oomph. They don't have that strength in them. This young lady I'm telling you about, she's religious and she's spiritual and she believes in God and goes to church and all this good stuff, but she just don't have that oomph like you do, to be able to get through what you got through and how you got through it. So yeah, praise to God, but praise the Brown Hill too, sister girl. I'm just always about, just don't take credit from yourself, and God is good, and for those who are believe in God, He has been good, but praise yourself too, and give thanks and credit to yourself for having the strength to just keep going, to keep pushing, and to just be strong and not give up on life. And it doesn't even matter how old you are, as long as you're alive, you have life, you have breath inside of you. You should be able to, or you should want to, just keep pushing. Like, as long as you have breath inside of you, you should want to keep pushing. And that's just how I live my life. Like, until the day that I die, I'm just gonna keep pushing. But I have to just the last couple of years, just mainly since COVID, just sit back, and that's when I started my YouTube channel. Really, every day above ground is a good day. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Every day is a good day as long as there is breath to breathe. We change the way we do things, and we change the way we look at things, and just our outlook on life as you get older, as you mature. Those things change, and you view things differently, and the way you do them are differently. But as long as you are alive, you should want to have hope. But again, hope is not a strategy. You have the hope to do certain things and the faith to do certain things, but you still got to get your ass up and do it. Like I said, get your ass up and move. You can't just hope that one day you're going to lose weight. I am so hopeful that I'm going to lose weight. I have the faith in God that I'm going to drop 10 pounds. You got to get your ass up and move and go drop that 10 pounds. It's not going to just happen. To my point, like, as good as God is, like, He helped those who help themselves. You know, for me, as I get older, I just kind of look at life differently. And again, my initial point is, like, it's it's just not always about the things that you have to do to survive. It's the things that you want to do, the things that make you feel happy, and the things that give you peace, and the people. There are some people that you kind of have to have in your life. You may have to have your siblings and your parents and whatever, but you choose some people as well. You choose a partner, and you choose your friends. And those are the people that you keep, those people around that make you feel good. That's my weak area. I can't seem to get the drive to exercise. What to do? Yeah, it's the struggle is real. But I will have to say, for you seem to get Brown Hill, you seem to get a lot of motivation from social media, like, for other things that you do. Like, don't you get that from it as well? Like, sometimes for me, there are days, and maybe it's different, but, for me, there are days when I just don't feel like working out. And I open up Instagram and I see a friend of mine or someone working out, and I'm like, shit, I need to go work out. Even if it's just going for a run or a jog or, something like that. Or maybe you have friends, I mean, there are a couple of just suggestions that I'm throwing out there. Maybe you have friends. Maybe you have a group of ladies that you just say one day, oh, want to go for a walk, and then next thing you know, y'all are out there running, or something like that. But it doesn't last. Yeah. How about friends? Like, do you have friends or family members, or, like, a girlfriend or something that you can say, oh, girl, let's go for a walk every Monday and Wednesday, and then you guys just hold each other accountable. There's a friend of mine who does that. For me personally, I love to exercise by myself. When I go for a run, I love to run by myself. When I'm in the gym, I like to do that by myself. When I go hiking, I do it with someone most times. But yeah, if you have that one person, is there someone who will help keep you accountable? Because that's the important thing, is that if it's someone that's going to help to keep you accountable, you guys can keep each other accountable. It's you sometimes, so because your personality is so outgoing, you just say to that person, hey, girl, guy, whomever, hubby, what about your husband, or your kids? You have sons, I think, right? I mean, what about them? Do they work out or they exercise? And you guys can, just do it around the house and make it fun. But for a lot of people, it's the struggle is real. And don't let people like myself who are into fitness and nutrition fool you. It's not easy for us either. I don't get up and want to go run every single day. No, I don't. No. Mm-mm. There's some days I don't want to. Don't have husband, but don't have husband. They are. You say you don't, or you're telling me not to? Girl, that's how I feel about it. That's why I don't have one. Because that's exactly how I feel about it. I don't know. You're married, right, Brania? I gotta get some water. Are you? I don't have one. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought you were married. Maybe I just assumed that. Look at this water, y'all. Or you, Brunhill, happily divorced. Okay, girl. Yes, 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 yes. Well, we got. Listen. Okay, how long have you been divorced? While you're answering that question, check out this water. Have you ever heard of this? It's called liquid death. Let me see if you can. There we go. Liquid, liquid death. How long have you been divorced, Brunhill? But yeah, never heard of that water. Yeah, I was actually Googling water because I have a water story. I have a story for everything. And I've actually found this on almost a year now. I actually found this on in no, Amazon, and it's sparkling water from straight from the Alps, and it's not that expensive, and it's in a can, and it's recyclable and probably better than plastic, and But it's not something I've just try it. It says it murders your quench or murders your thirst, not quench your thirst or murder your thirst. Okay, Brown Hill. So this is what I'm gonna say about the divorce. Um, you need to get your divorce body, right? That's what my sister called. Get your divorce body, like on a call. Okay. It's just what that's maybe some way you find motivation, right? Because I mean, I don't know about you. I'm not married, but I like having a partner. I like having, someone, a companion, I guess, if you will. The whole marriage thing, I don't really know about that, but maybe one day, when I get older or something like that. But right now, I'm actually single and I'm, happy to be single, but I like having a partner. And when I say single, I mean not married. I am dating someone. But when I say single, I mean not married. Um, I love having a partner, someone that I can travel with and someone that I can cuddle with and someone that I can sit down and eat a meal with and someone that I can call on days when shit just ain't going right and you just want to vent, and you don't want to call your friend or, I don't really have friends like that, but it's cool. It's cool to have a partner. But yeah, marriage, I'm not sure. I've always you know, just had that, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've never had the urge to get married or the urge to have children. Yeah, I love kids. I love men and I love children. But I am not married, nor do I have children. Again, do the things that make you happy, right? Like, when I think about getting married, I just don't get that joyous feeling, right? Like, I just don't. So, but if I'm dating someone, I feel good. I feel good when I travel and I have someone to help me drive and sit down and have a meal with and go, explore with and bicker at and cuddle up and whatever it is, like I enjoy that. But the thought of marriage, maybe I just have commitment issues. Shit, I'm not quite sure. But I love a partner. So again, right back to the point, do the things that make you happy. I love children. I love being around children. I love being with children, but I love sending them back to their parents, right? And that me being with like my nieces and my nephew makes me happy. But having children of my own, I never really felt like I had any urge. Hey, Dapa East Central. Oh my God, it's been forever. What up, boy? I mean, young man, sorry. Never feel like I had the urge to have children or the urge to get married. And the point I'm making, which everything in life kind of comes back to that, do the things that make you happy. You will get more gratification from doing more of the things. You're gonna have to. You have to do the things that you have to do, that you're not necessarily happy with, but you just have to do it because it's going to afford you to do the things that make you happy. You know what I mean? But again, if marriage ain't for you, it ain't for you. Like I've had people say, okay, what's wrong with you while you ain't married? How come you ain't got no husband? They're like pretty girls, like you must be whatever it is. I could care less. I don't care what people say. If you want a thing, I'm all right. Some gems are dropping. If you want to say something's wrong with me why I don't have children, hey, that is your problem, honey. I could care less what you say, what you think about me at being over 40 years old, not married, and don't have children. It's what I do. It's what I want to do. It's what I love to do. It's what makes me happy. I will date someone. I will shack up with them. I don't care what anybody feels or thinks about that. I am a grown woman and I can do what I want to do because that's what makes me feel good about myself, right? Like people talking about it, like people are gonna talk. I talk about people. I don't care how good you think you are or how perfect you think you are. We all talk about people. I was talking about you the other day, Dapa Essential. I think I mentioned you to my sister or something like that, who were talking about houses in Jamaica and, like renting out houses. And I think someone have a house to rent in Kingston. And we're like, I know a college student who actually sometimes rent homes in Kingston and you live in the rural areas or whatever. So I mentioned you to her. But I wasn't talking about you like in a bad way. Like it's all good. But I'm just saying we all talk about people. So whether it's good or bad or whatever the case is, talk, baby. It's okay with me. I'm happy, happily not married and happily no children. I can up and go when I want to go, wherever I want to go, and go how I like to go. Like, I can do me and do my life. I don't always get to do that because I have to work and I like nice things in life. But I try to live my life in a simple way to where I'm not like dead broke or whatever. But do the things in life that makes you happy. Mr. Dapper, wagwan, my friend, wagwan. That's what my niece said. She said, wagwan. She's like 5 years old. I think she's been to Jamaica once. She said, wagwan, Mayo. Yeah, that's exactly what she says. Wagwan, Mayo. It's been so long. How's life treating you? But yeah, we do. It's what works for you by the end of the day. Oh, right. It's exactly what works for you. It's what works for you. And sometimes, especially if you have a partner, if you're married and you have children, you have to do the things again. You have to do the things for the people who are in your life, who you have to have in your life, who you choose to have in your life. But I don't even know if it should be 50-50. You need to do a little bit more. You need to do a little bit more for you. That's just how I see it. Because if I'm going to be strong enough to help you or be strong enough to do things with and for you, I have to take care of myself. I'm not going to be of any use to a husband if I am not good to myself, right? Like, or to my nieces and nephew. Like I can't be a good auntie to them if I don't take care of myself. They like to run around and they like to play and they like to do things like how am I going to be good to them, for them, with them if I don't take care of myself? So I just think you have to do a little bit more for you. Then it shouldn't be 50-50. I'm sorry. And maybe that's why I'll never get married because I am not giving anybody half of me. I'm sorry. I'll give you some of me, that's what I'll do if I'm in any relationship. Um, Jamaica. Oh yeah, I am doing all right. It's the final year in school, so I'm super busy. Oh, cool. Yay! Look at you. You're about to graduate. When do you actually graduate? When do you graduate? Do you have a whole full year, or is your last semester? But I'm not giving anyone half of Peter Gay. I'm sorry. Like, mm-mm. I have to give a little bit more to myself. And maybe that's selfish. You guys tell me, what do you think about that? Do you think you should, give to your partner 50-50, half of to yourself and half of you to them? Or you should pay more attention to yourself? Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not drinking beer, y'all. Again, I found this water. See if I can see it here. It's called Liquid Death, and it's sparkling. What's the best way to see it? Shit, I don't know. Sparkling water from the Alps. It's actually really good. And I don't really care for sparkling water, but this is actually pretty good. Um, but yeah, so if you're on here and you're listening, you tell me, what do you think? Do you think you should give half of yourself to your partner or your husband or your wife or whomever? um excuse me, I say no. I say hail to the no. It's my last semester. Graduation is normally in November. Super excited. That water look cool though. Oh, cool! Congratulations to you, Dappa. It's really cool actually. Yeah. I actually got it from Amazon. Just trying to search for water and it came up. It's I think the can is cool. It's better than plastic bottle because I do drink a lot of bottled water. But yeah, it's actually really cool and it's sparkling, but it doesn't have that much sparkle in it. I'm usually not that big on on sparkled, not that big on sparkled water, but this is pretty cool. Liquid death. It says it murder your thirst. It murder your thirst. That's what it says on here. So it's pretty cool. But again, I am on a little mini vacation. The weather is a little crappy. So I just decided to hop onto YouTube and say, hey, because I haven't been giving YouTube a lot of love. Even Dappa, Dappa, I haven't even looked at your channel to see what you posted lately. I've just hadn't had time, and I got to get back into doing the things that I love. When I was focusing on YouTube, I had so much fun when I met you and all the guys that when I had that interview with all of you all. Like I had so much fun doing that. But I just got into work and COVID stopped and the world started and it just like, and I just went with it. And I'm like, I actually enjoy YouTube. I actually love posting videos and creating videos, and I feel creative when I do YouTube videos. And again, I need to put that on my list. The things that I enjoy doing. YouTube is one of them. To some, it may sound some kind of way. I'm a corporate woman, and hey, I feel creative when I do that. I make connections with you and Bron Hill. Both of you all, I met on social media. I met Bron Hill on Instagram. I met you on YouTube, and I have the connections and I like it. So I need to get back into that. So while I'm sitting here waiting for this weather to get it better, I'm like, let me just hop onto YouTube and see if maybe one or two of my friends can come in and say, hey, I've abandoned you guys. But I am going to do my best to start creating more videos and do my smoothies, probably mainly. I think that seemed like that's what people on YouTube kind of like when I do the smoothie videos, and I'm going to start season 2 of my podcast next month, and start interviewing people again and putting those videos together. And if you know anyone if you know anyone who's interested in being on season 2 of the podcast, let me know. Or if I know you're busy now with school and all of that stuff, but whomever would like to be my guest on my podcast, and it's promotion for both of us. I don't know if you saw any impact at all that our conversation had. I know a couple of people that were on your channel actually came over to me, and vice versa, I would hope. During that time, that's when my YouTube channel just kind of went from 20 to like 500. Now it's like at 800 and something. And of course, the goal is to get to 1,000 or whatever. But I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy Instagram, so I spend a lot of time on Instagram. But I've grown to love YouTube and the connections that I've made with the fitness people mainly. It's actually pretty cool. It is pretty cool. So if you think the connections made on YouTube was great and still is, I understand. Smoothie Queen, it's a great thing. Most certainly will let you know. Oh yes, the impact was great. Yeah, cool. That's good to know. I appreciate that. That is actually good to know. Maybe once you not so busy and or maybe you can interview me one day. We can, or just have whatever, do a live video together or something like that. I'm just always open to those types of connections, and bring both together. In maybe next time I'll come to Jamaica. I haven't been to Jamaica in like forever. My lecturer saw the interview. Oh wow, that is really cool. That is pretty cool. That is so cool. Wow. So tell me, how did that happen? Did they just like, was just searching YouTube and they found it, or did you tell them about it? And your and I interview was actually one of the first. I think it was probably the second or third one that I actually met someone on YouTube that I interviewed. But that is really cool. Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. This social media connection. Social media is what you make it, y'all. So make it into something fun, even if you're just using. All right, I will. And yes, come, the place. I know, come to that place. I know. Oh my God, I don't know why. Me not tell a lie. Sometimes me kind of intimidated. Maybe no one's afraid, intimidated for when we, to come home. And I'm just keeping it real. Me no know. Me just like it's. I don't know if I feel unsafe or what it is. Like me just get this weird feeling and I mean, needs to stop watching news. Yeah, go straight in a Jamaican talking right now. Like seriously, if you, because then you just see some stuff where happen. I'm like, it happened everywhere. That's I'll have to say that it happened everywhere. But even there's something I watch the news here and I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, I do need to, come home, come visit, eat up some real good Jamaican food, fish. I only do seafood. So, just eat up some escovitch fish and some brown stew fish and some bami and ackee and saltfish and fried breadfruit. Oh my God. That part, I can't stop. Oh yes, Lord Jesus. I'm hungry just thinking about it. Maybe I don't even think there's a Jamaican restaurant where I am right now. I'm just feeling for you for ackee and saltfish and bami. Ackee and saltfish and bami and fried breadfruit. That's how I feel for right now. Like I would just like totally just massacre that. Like, oh my God, I totally would. So someone sent them the link to the video out of the blue. I received a message saying, well done, Mr. Oh, wow. Oh, that is so cool. Wow, that is really cool, Dapper. That's good to know. You should have told me that. I mean, I know to you that may not be like a big deal. That's a big deal. That is really good. Very nice. I mean, it was a good conversation that we had. And again, you don't know who may be looking. You don't know. And then that same thing happened with a couple of my videos. A co-worker of mine, actually my boss's boss. I found out my boss's boss followed me on Instagram. And I'm like, oh shit. Um, did he see something that's gonna make me feel weird? But it is what it is. And now they're like, want me to help with their social media, the nutrition aspect of it for the company. I've done a couple of videos sharing, on the company side with my smoothies or whatever. So it's pretty cool that this social media thing, and people use it for whatever it is that makes you feel good about yourself. So that is pretty cool. But yeah, if you know anyone, I'm gonna start next month. The probably they used to put them out on Tuesdays. Food. Oh no, now you definitely have to come. Jamaican food. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. But yeah, so me just feel hungry. You talk about Jamaica. When me think about Jamaica, what make me feel good? A food. Honestly, like seriously. When I think about Jamaica, I think about food. And I don't eat meat. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat pork and beef. I just do seafood. But just the seafood alone, I mean that alone, again, ackee and saltfish. When I say I love ackee and saltfish, I love ackee and saltfish. And I can't get like the bami and fried breadfruit. I can't really get that here, like fried bami and fried breadfruit. I can't really get that here. So when I think about going home, that's the first thing I think about. Or ackee and what you call that? The fish with the when you cook the mackerel in a like coconut milk. What you call that? I forgot what you call that. Like mackerel cooked down in a coconut milk. It have a term, a terminology that we call it in Jamaica. Salt mackerel and you cook in a coconut milk with onion and pepper and then something they like Jesus have mercy. Like, oh my God. And you eat that with dumpling and banana and one piece of yam. Oh, even if you go to a Jamaican restaurant, Rondong, yes. Oh my God. Oh, like, dude, yeah, you making me want to go buy a plane ticket and go to Jamaica now. I haven't been to Jamaica in probably 10 years. Like, Yeah, me a Jamaican. Trust me, me a 100% Jamaican. But I haven't been home in like over 10 years. But when me think about go home, I just the food me think about. Like not just the food. Me think about the beach and the rivers and the lake. Not lake, we don't have no much. The rivers and the ocean and the sun and just the warm weather. Like me, but food, Jesus, rundown. Lord have mercy. Woo. Me could have literally eat some. Me can't eat rundown with rice. Like me know people really eat it with food, but I can't eat rundown with rice. Just like rice and rundown. Ackee and saltfish meat, ackee and saltfish with rice and peas. Like I love those things so much. Snapper fish. Now I love my snapper fish. Brown stew. I don't really like it escovitch. I love it brown stew or I love it fried. But like brown stew snapper fish, that's like, oh my god. I can even like with the little fish them a sprat. I think that's what they call them, sprat. Like sprat and a festival. Oh my God. Like those things I could probably just at least once a week I could eat them. Like I could totally do them once a week. I mean, the food that we eat sometimes, in Jamaica, the way we cook it, probably just overdo it sometimes. But, trust me, we could have eat some rundown right now. So rundown with anything. We could eat rundown with a piece of bread. Like I can't salvage it, and we can't just eat I can't salvage like that. I can eat it with anything at all. Like I just really like that. And those are the things that made me happy. So every once in a while, I find this Jamaican restaurant that's not far from my house, and I go buy one $20 fish. Yeah, hold my money, but let me say it tastes good because I cook it at home, but it's just not the same, right? Like it's just not the same when you get, I don't know, like just a Jamaican person, like just put them real touches on it. Like, I mean, I'm Jamaican, but maybe the spices and stuff that I use, it's just not the same, right? Like I don't know. Yeah. So, man, no, I need to come home. I need to go to Jamaica, make a nice little trip, even just a vacation, like, for, I don't know, a week or something like that. I do. Like, I go to all these other islands. I've been to the Cayman Islands. I've been to Aruba. I've been to St. Martin. I've been to Guadeloupe. I've been to Puerto Rico. Where else? Where else? What other? Bahamas. I've been to Barbados. Yeah. So I don't know, a few of those islands. But I need to come home. That I do know. So the weather is still bad, but hopefully I can go out and share where I am with you guys in a couple of days. I plan to go out and do some really good hiking. Get maybe a little jogging or something, but mainly hiking. Just go out and just hike. And if you follow me on Instagram, that's where most of it is. My friend hooked me up with a nice hotel room. She manages this hotel, but I called her and she was like, "Yeah, girl, I got you." And I mean, this place is, I don't know, it's not really doing too much justice to it or whatever. But if you can, that's outside right there. It's kind of cold outside, so let me see. And this door is kind of hard to open. It's a little chilly. Actually, it's not that bad. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see that. So the mountains over there. So hopefully I can hit one or two of those mountains and go hiking. Yeah, maybe hopefully I can hit one or two of those mountains and go hiking. It's a little chilly. There's my jacket on. And hey, lady, how are you doing? Well, maybe I can hit one of those mountains or no, not maybe. I definitely will. No, you guys can't see me. It's kind of dark. Hit one of the or two of those mountains over the next couple of days and get some hiking going. It's actually pretty cool. But the weather was bad when I first came here. Yeah, it's really cool. The weather was bad when I first came here, but it's stopped raining. And now I'll be able to sit out here for too long, but you can't see me at all. But you can see back there. Well, maybe when the sun is out tomorrow, I'll do another live video, or when I'm out, maybe hiking or something, do another live video. Like it's in the city. But the mountains, that's what I'm looking forward to doing. Um, Tomorrow, close this door. It's a little chilly out there. Whatever. Yeah, it's a little cold out there. But I am about to say bye to you all. Thank you, Dappa, for hanging out with me. I'll probably go walk around, go find some food, and call it an early night. Get up early tomorrow. It's going to be cold outside, but I am going to hike and I'm going to enjoy my hike and, whatever else I decided to do. There are a couple of local things in the area, to do. Again, this is not far from Atlanta. It was like a three hours drive. I know in Jamaica that's like forever, but here we drive everywhere. We drive, not really drive. Yeah, we drive everywhere. We drive everywhere. 3 hours drive is like nothing. Like I've driven 8 hours to Florida, to go visit family or what have you. But hopefully I will be able to maybe do another live video tomorrow if you guys want to, come hang with me tomorrow evening. And I'll tell you about my little trip and maybe I'll say where I'm at. But thank you, Dappa E, for hanging out with me. And Bron Hill, thank you so much. And Dappa, if sure, enjoy your time. Have lots of fun. Yes, that's forever long. I know it's long. I know. Like how long, Dappa, before I go, how long does it take to like drive around the island in Jamaica? Like if you're driving like around the entire island, like I wonder how long it will take you, or how long it will take you like from one point to another. Because you can probably drive around the entire island in Jamaica in a couple of hours, I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine. But yeah, 3 hours. That's like I got in my car this morning and I'm like, okay, bye. See you in a couple of days. Gats to go. But yeah, 8 hours. I think 8 hours is a lot. No, I've actually drove cross country before, and it took us a couple of days. I drove from Georgia to. It took us like 3 days to Vegas. I mean, that took us 3 days, but we stopped and enjoyed and explored and spent, a night in places or whatever. That was really cool. If you ever come back to the States, you got to do something like that, dude. Just take a long drive, in the mountains, over the rivers, through the valley. Long, long drive and stop and, enjoy yourself and, explore and check out places and, stuff like that. And just make it a whole adventure, make it an adventure. But, alrighty, you all. Peace out. Thank you all for checking me out. I would say it's around 15 to 20 hours on the traffic. Oh, okay. Okay. So less than a day. Yeah. Do you think you, well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, all day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. To drive around now. That makes sense. Depending on the traffic. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. You ever done it? That would be cool, just to drive around the island. Because I did it. I went to Aruba, and Aruba took us maybe like 4 hours to go around the entire island. Tried to do that in where else? Some other place we went to, Puerto Rico. It took us a day, all day to drive around the entire island in Puerto Rico. And then in Hawaii, we just like drove from one point to another. But it's just so cool to just get in the car and just drive and like no, just free. Again, doing the things that you love to do. those are some of the most intriguing and exciting trips for me, is when I just get in my car and just go. And again, if you have a partner who is, just cool to travel with, and it doesn't even have to be, a lover or a husband or a wife or a significant other. It could be a sister, a brother, or a best friend or something. But, I like to travel. If I'm dating someone, when I'm dating someone, I like to travel with them and, just get in the car and just ride and, and enjoy it and stop when you want to, and, don't, no stress or no pressure. I did something close to it. Took a bus from Kingston to Negrevia. Said, oh yeah, now something like that. Even like a bus, that would probably be. Oh, you know what? I would love to do that in like a train. Do they have trains in Jamaica? That would actually be really cool to do it in a train. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, from Kingston to, yeah, and then the next day it's from Negril to St. Elizabeth. Yeah. How long did that take you? Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah. That is actually really cool because you can get to, you don't even, it's even probably better than driving, right? Because you can just watch and see and take it all in, and you don't have to like focus and keep your eye on the road, or, whatever the case is. You just ride and, take pictures and take a nap and do a video and whatever it is that you do. But that's actually really cool. So you did from Kingston to Negril. I mean, that's almost from one point to another, right? Subscribing your channel. I'm from Brazil. Oh, hey Bruno, how are you? I'll check you out. I will check you out after this. Bruno, actually, well, my phone's charging, but thank you for joining, Bruno. But I'll leave a comment so I'll know. Leave a comment on my last video so I'll know, and I'll go check you out as well. You are from Brazil. Yes, love it. You have the Jamaican connection here. I'm actually in the US, but Dappa, who's here hanging out with me, he is from Jamaica and is in Jamaica. Yeah, I stay at my friend, and then I left 2 days later for Kingston. We have a train, but recently used to transporting students and said, oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. Yeah, I love trains. I need to just like go on a train ride. And I think of a train ride. When I think of a train ride, I think of Switzerland. Like I just love to just go on a train in Switzerland and just and just go, go through the mountains and, the hills and the little villages, and maybe just anywhere in Europe really, because I'd probably love to do that in Great Britain as well. Maybe do that in Ireland or something like that. I'm from Jamaica, Bruno. I'm from Jamaica, born and raised, but came to the US to go to college, and here I am, 20 something years. 20. Yeah, you need to connect with Dappa, Bruno, and he's a fitness student, a fitness nutrition student in Jamaica. We actually connected here on Instagram as well. But I'll check you out, Bruno. Just leave me a message on the last video that I can, go back and check you out. But yeah, so when I think about traveling or a train, and I think about Switzerland, I think of doing it in the winter when, there's snow on the mountains. And again, you're going through the mountains, you're going through the tunnels, you're crossing over rivers, and you're just those little switchbacks, and you're going through the little towns and the little villages. Like, oh my God, like I would also love to do something like that. And being a fitness person, just to be able to like get off the train and just go hike someplace and get back on a train. One of those trains that you can like sleep on. Plan to visit Spain one day though. The first time I went train was in Chicago. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I've been to Spain, and it was work-ish. So I never really, when I went to Europe, I just never really get to enjoy it like that. But yeah, you gotta visit Spain. But the trains in Chicago is cool. But I'm not talking about like a city train. Like the city train, those are cool too. Like I've been on a train in Chicago. It's actually pretty cool. Trains in New York, they're mainly subway. Um, But when I'm just talking about one of those trains that just not in the city, it leaves the city. The train starts in the city, and as soon as it starts driving, you are out in the sticks, out in the boons, just like just all you don't see houses and people really. All you see is mountains and rivers and lakes and valleys and just nature and desert and just that type of stuff. That's the type of train ride I'm talking about. Like city trains, don't get me wrong, they are cool. But I don't know what my light just did something. I think I would just been on those a few times. I'm not big on subway. I mean, they're cool, but I'm not big on them. I think the Chicago train, I don't even think it wasn't Subway. Found your channel when you made a video showing how to make a vitamin. How to make a vitamin. Okay, I think I may have done some on vitamin D. Yeah, it's a whole nother story, Bruno. Whole nother story. And so, do you live in Brazil, Bruno? Oh, okay, okay, got it. Yeah, but yeah, yeah, I make a lot of smoothies, Bruno. That's kind of what I do. Fitness and nutrition. I'm a personal trainer, and I'm a nutrition specialist. I do both, and I'm a hotel manager, and I can do all three. But I focus on the nutrition aspect of it. But I can do a wicked workout now, Bruno. If my phone wasn't charging, let me see if I can grab my phone and check out your channel if it's done charging. No, it's still charging, but I can. I'm gonna check you out now. I can hold down a good workout now, Bruno. And do you? Let's see. Let me check you out right now and see YouTube. You are Bruno IRLAN. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna search you. BRUNOIRLAN. The Heisman RLAN Fitness. Okay. Checking you out right now. Okay. I see you. And subscribed. I am subscribed to you, Bruno. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I know who you are. I am subscribed to your channel. I live in Brazil. I'll watch that. And I am finishing the personal trainer course. I make training videos on my channel too. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. I followed you a while ago, but again, I don't, I haven't been on YouTube in a long time. I'll just drop a video and leave. I've been doing that lately because I've been so busy. But part of me doing this video today is committing to be back on YouTube and, supporting people and, like I did, like we did, like we do. That's what we do. We support each other and we cheer each other on and we encourage each other because we all have the same goal. But I am already subscribed to your channel, so I actually have this last video running right now. So yeah, it's actually running in the background. So yeah, but um, I've never been to Brazil. Oh yeah, I did the same too. Post notification bell is on. That's awesome, Bruno. Yeah, I never been to Brazil. I would love to. Brazil's a cool place too. Brazil's a cool place. Just the outdoor resources. Not a lot of beautiful beaches. Again, I haven't been, but I would love to visit your country. You know, one day. There's so many places that I would love to just go. And yeah, we need to make. Have you ever been to the States, Bruno? Have you ever been to the U.S. or to North America? What is it that you're doing on this video? Are you putting a brick in your bag? Bruno, what you doing? What you got going on? It's in Portuguese, so I don't really understand. I'm trying to see what Bruno got going on this video right here. I saw you put something in a bag that looked like a brick. You're not gonna do jumping jack with a brick on your back. This is funny. That's pretty creative. See, that's one of the coolest things about fitness for both of you guys. You both of you, like you all need to connect for real. Like the stuff that you all do is just so like off the wall, right? It's not the typical stuff because you put whatever it is that you put in the bag. I didn't even wasn't paying attention to it. And that's it. You don't have to go buy fancy equipment or and they buy any like Dapa Essential is cool like he did that. That's the type of video. It's so cool that both of you are here because it's just so from different Caribbean, North America, and Central America, South America. It's that's what fitness is all about. Here in the US, we spend all this money on fancy equipment and fancy workout gear and expensive gym memberships and all of that stuff. Like, you don't have to, like fitness is does not have to be that way. Fitness is what you make of it. Like Bruno is doing right now. Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair, put some brick in a I mean, I'm sorry. You can't understand me. But pull up a chair, put some bricks in your bag, and do some single leg lunges. Like that's what fitness is all about, you guys. Like it doesn't have like I love it. And that's one of the things when I came across Dapa's channel, I was just so intrigued. I'm like, look at this young man out here, just whatever he can find out there. He put that shit together and he just, do do fitness. Like I'm watching your video right now. You did not go out and buy any expensive equipment that you're using right there. You're using your body and whatever it is. I'll go back and I don't know. Please tell me what is in the bag because I think you're speaking in Portuguese, so I didn't really understand. What is there is in that bag and a chair and you just go. That is really cool. Good for you. That's what fitness is. It's all about. Should be fun and being creative and just making this shit happen and getting your ass up and move instead of like what we do. Just spend all this money on TRX things and kettlebells and dumbbells and all this expensive stuff. I have a $150. I'm trying to see what is it that jump rope. Like it's so unnecessary. In Brazil, there are many teenagers starting to train weight training, but they don't have the conditions to train in a gym. So I show you a solution, train at home. Yes. Good for you. Good for you, Bruno. That is so cool. So cool. Because and especially as it's so cool that you say that, right? Especially in like low income, oh yeah, using what we have around us at the present moment, creativity in low income communities. Like no one remember those kids, right? Like I was brought up in one of those, and it would be cool for me to give back, like you're doing, Bruno. Like just give back, and that's the way to give back. You don't have to go buy them nothing fancy or nothing expensive. Show them, like Dapa says, show them the things that are around you. You can work out with a brick. You can work out with a rock. You can work out with some sticks. You can work out with a chair, a bench. You can whatever you can do it with, right? You can make rope from rope. Remember when jump rope was just rope? That's all it is, rope that you can get from yarn or you go pick it off a tree. You can probably get like a rope. Like there's some trees that you get these rope from. Like that's what fitness should be about, right? Like now we're just like stuff, so much stuff. Like you go to some people's house, and I'm kind of guilty of it too, right? Like you just see shit, and some we don't even use half of it. Go outside and get some bricks and put it in your bag and do some lunges and do some squats. Like seriously, go pick a rope off of a tree and use it to do jump rope instead of buying a $200 jump rope, like the $150 jump rope, or go buy an elliptical machine that you have to spend another $30 a month for a membership or something like that. Just take your ass outside and go run. That's one of the things why I love to run outside. It's free. It's nature. You get oxygen. You people watch the rain fall on you and you feel refreshed, and the sun beat down on your skin and you get vitamin D, and it's whatever. It's just like I get intrigued by just going outside in the nature. Even if I'm in the city, run in the middle of the street, run in the middle of the street. Like, I don't care. That's what fitness should be. That's what fitness is about. Like, we get so caught up in all this other BS, and I don't know, it's so annoying. And again, I'm guilty of it too. So it's cool to have both of you guys here who are just into being creative and into using the things that you have around you to exercise and to work out. Don't A lot of people can't afford these expensive lifestyle. A lot of people can't. And like, it's good to have people like both of you to show these people. YouTube is free. you know YouTube is free. You go on YouTube and you go watch a video, it's free. And they can learn something, from all of us, really. But even me, sometimes when I make my videos and my smoothie videos, and I have to check myself, like, okay, what did I put in my smoothie the other day? And even like flaxseed and chia seeds and kale, almonds, that type of stuff, that a lot of people don't even have access to that stuff. And I literally have to check myself and say, go back to the basics. Go back to the carrot, cucumbers, whatever it is, simple stuff. Orange, just simple stuff. Do the simple stuff. That's so that everybody can relate to. Like, I love being creative, and I'm in a position where I can afford to buy these things, but not everybody can afford to buy it. So as we share whatever information we're sharing with people, we need to also think that, are you just trying to catch the people up here who can afford the expensive stuff, or you're trying to catch everybody, right? The people who are in good in low income, communities. Good thing we have YouTube to help people and also promote our work. Exactly, and that's exactly for sure. But again, the point I'm trying to make is, as we put our work out there, we need to make sure that we're catching the liquor man down there, the little man who can't afford to go buy the flaxseed and the chia seed and the kale and the spinach. And what did I put in? There was something like beets. I had organic golden beets, and that stuff is expensive. And as I make these videos, I have to think, it's cool. It's cool to put that stuff in there. But go back to your basics. Go back to your basics. Like, people can just put whatever, apple, orange, banana, callaloo, whatever it is, cabbage, whatever, just the basics that, someone who is of a low income socio-economic background can afford to make a healthy smoothie as well. And it like, you two just made me think about that, and I need to do that sometimes and point that out too. Like, it's not always about the expensive, pricey, organic stuff. Good thing we have used, yeah, expensive, organic. And I don't even do that. Again, that's a whole nother conversation. There's a lot of that shit is just really bullshit. Like, you don't have to buy organic bananas. Let me just tell you that. You don't have to. If you're gonna buy organic, it needs to be like your berries. If I will not buy organic banana because I'm gonna peel my banana and whatever. I'm not gonna buy an organic orange. I'll buy an organic apple because I have to wash it and eat it. Or organic berries. Berries you need to wash well before you eat them. But a lot of this stuff is really BS. You have to buy everything organic at all. If you're gonna peel it and eat it, it doesn't have to be organic. Like, certain things just, yeah. So, but thanks to you two for what you do to just shed the light on, or share your work where everyone can do it. Not just people who can afford the expensive stuff, or the stuff that are they're like you say, Bruno. They don't have the conditions to train in a gym. Yeah, here in Brazil, the number of sedentary and obese people have grown due to the opening of fast food restaurants. Before there wasn't much of it, and I'm sure it's the same thing in Jamaica. It's the same thing in Jamaica because when I was growing up in Jamaica, it we had in the city of Kingston, we had one Burger King. See, this is the reason why we need you back on YouTube. I know, right? Well, I'm committed to coming back, like for real. Yeah, but seriously though, Bruno, it's I'm sure Dappa can contest to that. Same thing in Jamaica. When I was growing up in Jamaica, we had one Burger King and one KFC in Kingston. That was the I think we had a Pizza Hut. I think that was the extent of the fast food. And I'm sure, Dapa, you can probably say how many fast food joints are just in Kingston alone. I mean, here in the US, Bruno, they have them on every block, especially in the poor communities. The poorer the community, the more fast food joints are there, and it's so sad. I mean, it's such a shame, like what happened to like having a farm, like what happened to having a farm, like instead of opening a Burger King and a McDonald's and stuff like that, what happened to using that land and farming it and doing, like fresh fruits and vegetables and sell it to people. Hi lady, how are you? And sell it to people instead of selling them Burger King and McDonald's. And when I was growing up, there wasn't like Starbucks. I'm sure Starbucks is probably all over Kingston now. Like these fast food joints, they're just popping up everywhere. And in the US, the poorer the community, the more you're gonna see it. In the communities that are more established and they have a higher socioeconomic background, and it's you don't see a lot of fast foods there. You see Whole Foods and you see Sprouts and you see, fresh fruit, fresh oh yeah, it's here. Yeah, you see fresh, food and stuff like that. But yeah, it's the same everywhere you go. And my phone, my computer is about to die, you all. So I'm gonna have to hop off here in a minute. But yeah, you guys, it's thank you guys for what you do, and maybe I'll hop back on tomorrow, and if you guys want to come hang out or whatever. But my computers, everything is dying. But I need to go out anyways and just enjoy a little bit of the evening. But thank you guys for hopping in, Dappa and Bruno. Thank you guys, and hopefully you guys will connect because you guys have a lot in common. In look at that, one over there in South America, one over here in or the other way around in a North America and South America, connecting. Yeah, so thank you guys so much. So peace out, you all. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. My computer is on the deathbed and I don't have a way to charge it right now. So I need to go out and enjoy some of this fresh air, and committed to be back on YouTube. All right, love the live. Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, alrighty. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you, Bruno, and I'm committed to connecting, especially people who connect with me, and let's grow on YouTube. Alrighty, you all. And Bruno, are you on Instagram? If you're on Instagram, check me out on Instagram. I would love to connect with you. So it's the same thing, Barrett Fitness Enterprises. If you're on Instagram, connect with me. I'd love to connect with you. So, all righty, Brown Hill. Talk to you later, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good night, y'all.